what you will not take, please don't do what? Don't ditch it out. So if you know you will not take something, you don't like them to do it to you, please don't do it out. Some people are very bad, they have bad character. They will not accept it, but still they will be doing it to others. Oh, wrong. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I said I was going to do a part 2 of the 32 lessons I've learned in my 32 years of existence. So here is a part 2 of that video. So at some point my video, I don't know, I think my memory card is full. In case it goes off, I'm going to continue using my phone to film this video because I want everything on this video. I don't want anything to be cut off at all. So let's not waste each other's time. How you're doing? Please do well to subscribe to this channel, do well to like this video so it can reach more people. And let's dive into today's video. Next lesson I've learned is never take people for granted. Don't feel like because somebody is kind or because somebody is quiet or because some people don't just talk means you can walk all over them. Just respect everybody. You don't have to know somebody before you feel you accord them the respect they deserve. You don't have to treat people differently. Oh, this person is a senior boss, then you start running, hey, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Then the same respect you're supposed to give a junior person, a junior rank holder, but you just treat them anyhow because they are not in charge of your report or anything like that. No. Never ever take people for granted. Never ever allow familiarity to come in with your friendship or your relationship with people, be it at your workplace or your day-to-day activities. So never ever take people for granted. Treat everyone equally, no matter their color, race, or personality. You know, people always talk about the fact that in the UK there's racism. I know there's some form of silent racism, but I will always tell you I've never passed through anything like that because I don't see color. I don't see that you're black, I'm fair, or you're fair, I'm black. I don't see anything like that. I just see people as human beings and a human being, and I treat you accordingly. Yeah, if you come to my till, whether you're a boss or you're a junior rank person, I'm going to treat you equally. I'm not going to give you extra food because you're a boss. I'm not going to treat you, oh, sir, because you're a boss. No, I'm just going to respect you and it ends there. So I don't see color, I don't see race, or because you're from Africa, you have better attitude, because you're white, your attitude is shit. No. I only see human being. I only identify people as humans, and I treat everybody according to their personality. It's the same energy you give me, I give it back to you. Don't do eye service when it's not necessary. Just treat everybody, whether you know them, whether you don't know them, just treat them nice because you never know where you meet them again. Everyone deserves a second chance. Everybody some form of grace. Even yourself, give yourself grace. Don't be too hard on yourself. Give everybody second chance. If somebody has done something and you feel like this is not right, you shouldn't do this, you could call them, you give them a second chance to prove themselves. For me, I always give people 4 second, third chances. At your third strike, I will cut you off. I'm cutting you off not because I don't like you. I'm cutting you off not because you've offended me. I'm cutting you off because I don't want that negative energy around me. So if I can't tell you to your face that what you've done, I don't like it, I'll cut you off. I'll just, restrict myself. Just, I will not be the way I was to you initially. So, but before I do that, before I take that decision, I will have given you a longer rope. Multiple chances. So give everybody second chances. Everybody deserves second, third, fourth, or fifth chances sometimes. As much as your mental capacity is able to carry, give everybody second chances. They all deserve it. When you are angry, hey, this is me. This is pure me. When you are angry, please be quiet so you don't say the wrong thing and afterwards have to apologize. So this is something I learned at a very young age. When I was growing up, I'm this person that is chatterbox. If you offend me, I'll just tell you, sharp, hey, don't talk to me like that. You know who I am? Hey. But with time, I learned to be subtle with my words. I learned to not speak when I'm angry, because as you grow older, the things people will overlook when you are younger, they will not overlook it as you grow older, because they believe that you should know better. So whenever I'm angry, I will just be mute. I would not talk. I will not say anything, because I don't want to transfer aggression. One, because at that moment when I'm angry, there's tendency for me to transfer aggression, and I don't want to do that. So I'll be quiet, keep to myself till my anger subsides. Then I would be able to like open up and tell you what is wrong. If you offended me, I will be able to like tell you how I feel. But at that point when I'm angry, I'm just going to be quiet. And I've seen that it's worked magic, because it saves me from saying the things that at the end of the day I will regret or start apologizing for, or saying the wrong things that at the end of the day I'll start having to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, you're sorry, it's not what I meant, and all that. So whenever you're angry, always be soft, guys. Always be soft. Don't talk when you're angry. When your anger subsides, let the person come back and you can tell them how you feel. But that moment when you're angry, to avoid you saying the wrong thing that you will regret later, please, fem, be at peace with all men as much as you can. Even the Holy Bible says, be at peace with all men. We don't have to do it. It's not compulsory you be at peace, but he said you should try as much as possible. So I feel like as much as you can means if you can, be at peace with all men. So me, people will always say, I don't have grudge, I don't keep malice, I don't have problem with anybody. People will say, oh, how well do you work with this person? I'll be like, me, this person, it's okay, it's okay. Because in my workplace, they know me, I don't talk. I just observe everybody. And I'm able to judge who should I talk to or who should I not talk to. I would not just start talking to you. You would think, oh, maybe I'm not a friendly person, but no. I'm just very, very careful, because I've understood people, the same people that you will talk to about somebody else, they'll still go back to that same person you talked about to talk about you too and tell them, this is what this person said. People are two-faced. So before you start running your mouth, always try as much as possible to know what you're getting yourself into. So because of that, I'm always at peace with everybody. I don't keep grudge. I can work with anybody, because it's just a job at the end of the day. I'm not taking you home. We meet here and we depart from here. So be at peace with everybody. Love everybody. Show them love, concern. Just be approachable. Be nice to people, and it ends there. Be at peace. Don't keep malice. Some people can keep malice for 2 years, 3 years. You get mine though. Me, I won't be able to sleep. I'll start having a headache. So because of that, I try as much as possible to forgive and forget. Talk it through if I can. Let it go and be at peace with all men. Even the Holy Bible told us, as much as we can, we try. And I do my best to try. I'll always be approachable and accommodating, try. Me, I know I'm very hard. People say I'm hard. I know I'm hard, because I don't take nonsense. Me, but nonsense. One is most stubborn. You don't want to get me stubborn. Yeah, I know I'm a very stubborn person. But yes, but in the midst of it all, I try as much as possible to keep that smile. They call me Smiley. Hey, that's what they call me, Smiley. But once you call like this, I'll just smile. Staff, how are you doing, staff? Not like you. But keep up the smile. Be approachable. Don't carry face. People will be tired to come and meet you. They'll be doing blood of God. And what on about anyway? Bye. Olúwa jọ̀ọ́ ṣàánú wa ká tó lọ. Ẹ̀mí mímọ́, bá wa lọ, bá wa rìn. Don't be like that. Be accommodating. Even your people that are looking to find husband, you have to be accommodating. Don't just alienate everybody. I don't like the way this person carry themselves. They don't dress like in a godly way. Because of that, you say they are bad people. They cannot come and live in your house. They cannot come and eat your food. No, don't be a judge of everybody. You are not God. Some of us, we are second Jesus, assistant Jesus. We know the rules and regulations of how Jesus would have ruled us. So please be accommodating, smile, be approachable. That is one thing that I learned before. I don't used to smile. They say I frown a lot. So I learned it. Me too, I learned how to be smiling. I smile. I try to smile. If you come around me, I just want you to feel happy. I try my best to feel happy. I crack some funny, quirky jokes. I have some sense of humor. I don't talk immediately I meet you. I'm very observant. I'll just be looking at you, try to get to know you, so that me only I don't go say the wrong thing. So once I've established that relationship, then I start bringing out myself. I start, playing, show love, allow love to radiate. Fire moral, bring people closer to you, be nice to people. And so that's what you want them to do to you. So this is one of my favorite quotes and my watchword over time. What you will not take, please don't ditch it out. So if you know you will not take something, you don't like them to do it to you, please don't do it out. Some people are very bad, they have bad character. They will not accept it, but still they will be doing it to others. Oh, wrong. Before I do anything, I'll think about it. Can you actually take it? I used to tell people that I can date my kind of person, but they will be like, you wait, say you be fire. Oh. Say yes, I can date my kind of person, because before I do anything, before I do something, I think it through. Yes. So do unto others what you want them to do to you. The way you want to be treated is the same way you should treat others. Constant self-evaluation is very important. Think about what you hope to change, what you would like to keep, and ask friends what they think of you. That is one thing that has helped my character. So there's something I do every year, is what I call self-evaluation. So I ask my friends, what do you think of me? And they tell me, oh, Adefemi, you're fire. Adefemi, you don't like to listen to people. There was somebody that told me, I just asked that, what does she think of me? And she told me that so I should my husband, that I should tone it down the way I speak to my husband. And she felt like it was just something she just said as a form of joke. She said, I don't take nonsense. She knows that. But this was something that really helped my marriage, because I didn't realize that I was harsh on my husband. I just felt like my husband, I was trying to murder my husband. I was trying to be his mother, but I'm his wife. I'm not his mother. So that was something that really helped me. It helped my marriage. So this is something that you could do as yourself. You could have your friends. What do they think about you? Do self-evaluation every year. What do you think you're doing right? What do you think you like to keep? What do you think you like to do away with? What do you think? How do people see you? Just ask them, know of their opinion, and if they think you are a good friend, or what are those things that you should work on as a person. That is one thing I do every time, and I try as much as possible to take on those work on points, the things I can't change, which I feel like they are those things that make me unique. I try to keep them, and those things I feel like, no, I'm too blunt, or I say my mind the way it is, I should tone it down a bit. I try as much as possible to work on those flaws and to just be a better person, be a better version of myself. Something I do over time, and it's something I love and value so much. Listen to correction. It's not good enough that somebody tells you that, Arifem, this is the way I see you. I think you're too rude, or you're arrogant, or your demeanor comes as being a very disrespectful person, and you're not ready to listen to correction, and you feel like, that is me, that is who I am. If you don't like it, go and die. I don't care. You've got to learn to listen to corrections. If people are pointing out some flaws or errors to you, you've learned to be able to be receptive and listen to these corrections gracefully and not be angry about it. Some of us, when people correct us, we tend to be angry about it, and we tend to, like, the purpose for which they have corrected you, it goes missing. So listen to corrections. It's very, very important. In all things, always give thanks. Part of the things that affected my self-esteem was because lack of contentment. But when I started giving thanks more, when I started appreciating the little gift that God has given me, it's helped me to be satisfied with where I am. Even when I don't have a husband, I know that God is working it out for me, and I'm happy, I'm content in my singlehood, and I give thanks to God. It's very, very essential. Don't be too proud to say sorry or accept you wrong. Some people, they will tell you that they don't tell people sorry because they are Almighty Jesus. They know it all. Omini no west. She understand. Omini cannot do wrong. If you feel like you're wrong, or somebody has said, oh, what you've done is wrong, Don't be too proud to say sorry. Apologize. Me, I can apologize 1 million times. I'm sorry, even when I feel like you're wrong. But because I don't want to stress myself and continue the argument, I just tell you I'm sorry and we let it slide. Never care what people will say, just follow God's leading. Some of us, we care so much about what people will say. Kila your mama saw, you left your husband's house. Hey, what will people say? What will the church say? Please, please, please. You are not living your life for people. You are not living your life for the church. You are only living your life for God. So don't be a people pleaser. Don't ever think about what people will say. Me, I've always grown up to be somebody that don't care about what people will say. If God tells me that this is what you're going to do, that is it. I'm going to do it. I don't let anything discourage me. When God told me I kept on hearing you have to stay back in the UK, you don't have to go back to Nigeria. Even when I was saving money to go back to Nigeria, God says you end up staying here, you don't need to go back. So when my parents were saying all sorts of things, you have to come home, you cannot be in for another man's land, you cannot be in another foreign country and be a slave. Me, I said, I will not mind you. I'd rather be a slave here. If God says I will be a slave. And thankfully, I didn't even end up to be anybody's slave. So please, don't ever be a people pleaser. Always follow God's leading. God says about you and how you see yourself and what you want to achieve in life. You can't win every battle. Sometimes you're going to win some and sometimes you're going to lose some. It's just a game of life. You win some, you lose some. You cannot win all the time. So pick your battles. No matter how you help people, some of them will still say, what have you done? So just do you and what's convenient for you. So it's just the truth, guys. No matter how much you help people, no matter how much you try and go out of your way, you empty your bank account, people will still say, Kilo Share, what have you done? And so what? Because you loan me money, but you want call, people will still say what they would say. So before you go and empty your bank account for somebody, ensure that the Holy Spirit has led you to give to that person. Avoid all those bitterness or hurt, just do you and don't expect anything in return. Go and borrow money to give somebody. Just do what is comfortable and convenient for you. Don't stop working on your self-development. If there's a course that you want to go for, please go for it. As I said earlier, there are some opportunities that comes our way. You don't even know whether it will be useful, but because you've taken the opportunity, then with time it ends up to be useful. Self-development is very, very important. Anything that is going to help you to be productive, you have to constantly be doing it. It's part of life. It's what makes you a better version of yourself. Never loan money you cannot give. Never borrow money you cannot return. So if you know that, Adefemi, please borrow me money. You know you are not planning to pay, but you still borrow the money. You know you cannot pay when you say you will pay, but you still borrow. You covetousness to borrow the money. Don't do that. It's very, very wrong. I, for one, if I borrow money from somebody, I cannot sleep. It will be in my heart. Even ordinary credits that we are paying in this country, that we are using credit card. If I use my credit card, I start having palpitating at the end of the month. I need to pay this money back. Where will I get it from? So not now talk of me borrowing money from somebody. It's very hard. So whenever you borrow money that you know you cannot pay back, and those that loan people money, I loan this person money, he refuses to give me back the money, and people are so funny these days. You loan them money, they will still curse you and beat you on top of your money. So please, any money you cannot give somebody, don't loan them. If somebody comes to you with a need of 500,000 or 20,000, if it's 5,000 that you can afford, that is what you can afford. You can give them. If they end up paying the money back, it's fine. But if they don't pay the money back, you know that 5,000 naira that you have given them is not going to hurt you. So any money you cannot give, don't loan it. When you are loaning somebody money, always have at the back of your mind that if they don't pay me back anyway, it's free money, but if they pay me back, it's good. You understand? So don't ever put yourself in a fix or in a way that, I need this money next week and the person cannot meet up next week. It's not their fault. They might not be able to meet up next week, or circumstances beyond them might not give them the opportunity to meet up next week, and you end up being in a fix. So never loan money you cannot give out. Some friendships are sweeter afar off. I learned this the hard way. I discovered that there was this woman that I was staying with while I was in school, and I used to go visit her. It's so sweet. She's happy to see me. I'll clean the house, I'll arrange the house before I go back to school and all that. Then I decided to move in with this man. Then we started having problems because I discovered when I got to the house, I found out that the children they don't do anything. And I'm nobody's slave, right? I'm somebody's child too. I just came to stay with them. And so I ended up to be like a child too. I was not doing anything. Then we started having issues, and the woman was like, "Oh, you're changing. Whenever you come visiting, you used to be nice. You used to be nice, but now you're staying with us. I don't think I can continue to keep you in this house because you've become lazy and all that." So we started having issues, and the friendship kind of went sideways. Even though we still keep in touch right now, but it's not like before. So I've discovered that friendship and sweetheart are far off. You don't know the person's limits until you start living with somebody. When you guys meet in school, you're very friendly, you're sweet, you guys are besties and everything. But immediately you guys start living together, problem will enter. Knowing the person's weaknesses, the person's strengths, and you start thinking, oh, this is not something I want to live with. You start seeing the person's flaws, and it doesn't end well. So some friendship and sweeter are far off. If this is some friendship that you value a lot, I think it's just sweeter. Just create boundaries. As I said, there are some friendship that when you guys start getting too much close, or you start knowing their secrets, then there becomes an issue. So some friendship and sweeter are far off. Not all your relationships should be ended on a bad note. Sometimes it's okay if it doesn't work out. For me, this is what has always worked for me. Some people say if they are friends with their ex, they have a tendency to go back to the person. But for me, I've tried going back to my ex once. It doesn't work out for me. It tastes like sour. Once I leave a place, anywhere I say good night, I cannot go back there to say good morning. Taste that I learn me. Sour. People I've ever dated in my life, we are still friends till date. I might not keep in touch like before, but the ones I keep in touch with, we try to keep in touch, and that's it. Like once in a while, I'll just say hello, so how's the family and all that. It ends there. So me, because there's no relationship I would say that's ended in a very lousy manner or in a very bad manner. Even if it didn't end well, it will be on the case of probably we were just not compatible and everybody just decided, whoa, could work. You understand? And it ends well. Even if it did not end well, we still find a way to find that closure, and we still become friends. So you can be friends with your ex, but if you think you cannot handle it, because there are some people, they still like their ex after they've broken up. They would say, oh, I'm still prone to my ex, he now touched me in a certain way, and one thing led to another thing. I don't have that kind of ex. Not all relationships should end on a bad note, and not every relationship has to be fight, bass. He hurts me, I don't want to ever see him again. That's some relationships should end on. It doesn't have to work out. Could work out. Everybody will go their way. God has been on my side, and He has favored me when it comes to relationship and men and friendship too. I've just been very lucky. Don't use other people's progress to judge your life. Some of us were going to crawl. Some of us were going to jump, others will run, some will jog. But last, everybody will reach that destination at the right time. So don't ever compare your life with anybody's life. Don't ever compare your journey with everybody's journey. Some people will struggle, some people will pick up, some people it's going to be easy for them, some people they are going to pass through so many orders, but at the end of the day, they don't pick late come out for success. So when they pick late come out for marriage, you get there when you get there. You have that child when God says you have the child. So don't ever compare your life journey with that of anybody. Comparison, as they say, is the thief of joy. The only person you are in a competition with is yourself. So ensure that you're in a competition with yourself. Ensure that you're fighting your own race and you are working towards success. Always challenge yourself. Don't ever give up on yourself. As I said, if there's something that is not working out, or you've made a mistake, dust yourself, pick yourself up and try again. If they say you cannot do this thing, challenge them and tell them that mountain, I'll climb it and come out successfully without any scratch. Challenge yourself to do new things, to try new things, to get new qualifications, to build yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, and otherwise. Enjoy your life with Christ, because a life without Christ is in so much crisis. I'm going to end with that, because Christ is the bedrock of my life. He's the foundation of everything. He's the one I go to for everything. If that is not in Christ, will be in so much crisis and chaos. You're always constantly looking for peace where there's no peace, So do enjoy your life in Christ. And I hope that you've been blessed with this plenty lessons that I've shared with you guys. These are things that I've learned over time. These are things that have really helped me in life. These are things that have shaped my character to be better versions of myself, to be who I am right now. And I'm so thankful for the past 32 years. I'm so thankful that God has made it worthy at this phase of my life that I am right now, to be who I am, to be what I am right now. And I'm so thankful to God. So if you've been blessed with this, please do well to like this video. Do well to drop me some comments in the comment section. Share your views and thoughts, some of the lessons you've learned over time, some of the things you agree with that I've shared, some of the things you disagree with. And do not forget to subscribe on this channel. It's just that red button, and click on the notification bell for more videos on this channel. Let's move this channel forward. I'm back and better, okay? And I promise to give you juicy updates. So I see you guys on the next one. It's a love and peace from here, and it's bye for now, guys. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you still